say, Phil, Dave, off Phil Taylor, that it may be 37%, 7 out of 19, but in reality it's 100%. He's won every leg. And we often stress that, don't we? You don't consider the missed starts at a double as a player when you actually win the leg. And nor should you.
57.
It's the ones that you lose that cause you pain, not the ones from which you gain.
Well, we are bound to say that this is getting dangerously like a humiliation for Scholten, and he really will surely be striving for respectability.
Only 87 from Taylor, 7-ton pluses, 7 140s, 1 180 from the power, averaging 93.6. This is when you've got to get him, when he's only averaging 93.6. Mind you, in fairness, he hasn't been pushed, he's coasting, and that's probably why his average is down below his norm.
Now, Roland looks thoroughly rattled.
Roland rattled?
66.
Looks like it to me, Dave.
Oh, well, he really is in cruise control.
140.
Yes, and you get the feeling that if he were being pushed somewhat, he would be adding more points to those he's picking up.
Could crank up another 10 points.
Yeah.
Do we require 92?
92 the shot. 72 now. Double six. Chose this way.
86.
So 142 for the Dutchman. And he may go two treble 20s, double 11. Of course, he may not. And lackluster,
64.
to say the least.
Phil, you require 6.
Double three. He's looking at it. Right at the bottom of the board. Now it's got to go to the other end. 1 double 1. Up in the madhouse. Not so mad for Phil Taylor, but it must be maddening for Roland Scholten. He's 8 behind. Hasn't even really looked dangerous at any stage. 5 missed starts at a double. Roland is having a nightmare.
Here's that, and the madhouse, you often say yourself, Dave, can become the gladhouse. He was for Taylor, but his reaction was what interested me. He's not being given a game, and I don't think he's all that happy about it. I think he wants to be given something of a game, frankly. I think he's playing it as though he were on the practice board.
Spider-Man is here, direct from his website, along with a few other comic book characters. And I would think if this goes on,
94.
poor old Roland will want a face mask to go home in. I think the point is that when he beat Wayne Mardle 13-6, he turned in one of his most impressively consistent performances against Mardle, who's always knockabout music hall fun. And Scholten was a model of consistency and steadiness. But tonight, it's a different man that showed up. He's simply not at the races.
Yeah, Mardle led him off in the first session, Dave, if you remember. And Scholten went in 4-1 ahead with an 82 average. That was staggering, really. But he did finish with a 93 average, and as I say, the last 13 legs he averaged 107.5. He can do it, but even that now probably wouldn't be good enough to get him into the game, but it would be good enough to give us a game. Come on, Roland, I can hear them saying.
94. Do we require one?
Just left him a finish. Taylor's on 130 though, under very little pressure. Still a possibility. The treble. They will go for the ball anyway to leave tops.
65. Roland, you require 92.
Yes, halved his score, Taylor, but 92 for Scholten. We'll look at 25, 17 tops. No, he's gone that way, double 16. Well, I think he's done that before in previous matches that I've commentated on with him. So his lacklustre effort continues. Double 16, frankly, was unforgivable. Now then, 7 for double 4. It didn't intend the ball, but it may end up with the same result. Ooh, so close, on the wire.
Roland, you require 16.
So
Sorry,
this
Sid.
is a real chance for Scholten to open his account, and he does so. And he'll feel just a morsel of relief. The crowd sympathetically give him a warm hand.
Game on.
Well, he's got one leg, and if he gets a warm hand as well, we're starting to build a body. We need a few more bones and a lot of flesh yet on this for Scholten to say that he's back in the match. A wonderful, oh, could this be? Oh yes! Under and I hope, lads, that's the right way to say it. My Dutch friends in the press room gave me a bit of a lesson, and Roland's given me the excuse to use it.
140.
Not at all now, John good in Dutch.
It's usually double Dutch from me, isn't it, Dave?
Wow.
Thanks, lads, Henk and company. Well, I'm not going to ask them how you say 81. I've got a good idea, but a disappointing follow-up.
Still room along the bed.
140.
So he got the 180, but he's still so far behind because of the somewhat disappointing follow-up. Taylor on an 11 dart finish, and he hasn't hit a 180. 84 wanted, 64 wanted, and with Scholten being on 118, he'll go this way. Double 8 wanted.
Terrific.
That's how you do it, folks. 10 legs gone, 9 of them to Taylor, and it means that he's over halfway to reaching the semi-final of the match play.